Hi there, my name is Mr. Fouché. I teach 8th grade math over at Travis Science Academy, and I'm going to help y'all today with learning how to finding the distance between 2 points. So one of your problems on your quizzes that you have is, it looks like this. We have 2 points on here, and there's a line that connects it. The question is, find the distance from this point, -3, 5, to this point, 7, -1. Now, you may remember, if we're trying to find the distance between 2 points on a graph, we'll need to use Pythagorean Theorem. Now, Pythagorean Theorem says that a squared plus b squared equals c squared. This is a formula for that theorem. So we're going to need an a b, and that will help us find c. Now, c in this case is going to be this line right here. Now, how do we find a and b? Well, we'll need to make a triangle. What I tell my students is to start with this point at the very left, and we're going to connect these two dots, but we're going to make a right triangle. So I'm going straight down. I'm going to stop till when I get here so that I can go straight across and line it up with this point over here. And I'm actually going to turn my paper real quick. Okay. So now you can see I've made a right triangle. Okay. So this is going to be side A, this is going to be side B, and it's going to help us find the distance of side C on this triangle we've just created. So what is the length of side A? Well, you can count, and I know I don't have graph paper right here, but you may not as well, so this will work out just fine. We're going to count how many lines this goes down from 5 all the way down to -1 down here. So I'm going to count, and it goes down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, I'm counting these. I'm looking over here as I count down and making sure I go down one at a time. So A is 6. Okay. Now I'm going to count how many spaces it takes to get from this point where I ended all the way to this point where we need to be. Okay. And I'm looking up here as I count. So you can see I'm going over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spaces. So B is going to be 10. So I have my A and I have my B. We're going to plug it into this formula. A, we said, was 6. So we're going to have 6 squared plus, what did we say B was? 10. 10 squared, we got to keep that squared there, equals, we don't know what C squared is. We're going to figure that out right here. So 6 squared is not 6 times 2. It's the same as 6 times itself. So 6 times 6 is 36, plus, again, 10 squared is not 10 times 2. It is 10 times itself. So 10 times 10 is 100. And again, we don't know what C squared is, so we're just going to rewrite it. I'm going to add 36 and 100 on this side, and that will give me 136. Okay. 136 is what C squared is, but we want just C. So how do we get just C? No, we do not divide by 2. We do the opposite of squaring something. And the opposite of squaring something is taking the square root. The square root. So how would I find the square root of 136? Well, I'm going to use my phone calculator. Square root button right there. 136. And I can see that my answer is 11.7, right? That 6 will round up. So C equals 11.7. And that's your answer. All righty.